That morning, the kitchen faucet was leaking again. I finally gave in and called a repairman. When the doorbell rang, a friendly and confident man stood in front of me. He introduced himself as Alex. As I invited him in, I felt an unexplainable flutter in my heart. His presence seemed to change the entire atmosphere of the house, like an energy quietly filling the air. As he walked towards the kitchen, following behind him, I couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement that surprised me. As he bent down to work on the repair, watching his focused expression and careful attention to his work made me feel closer to him. It was surprising to feel such a connection in such an ordinary moment. His calm confidence and slight smile made it hard to take my eyes off him. This simple scene became unexpectedly special. The warmth building up inside me was something I hadn't felt in years. While Alex worked on the faucet, we started chatting. I told him about the house and its little quirks, and he listened carefully, as if every word mattered. It was hard to believe that such a simple conversation could strengthen the connection between us. His attentive and gentle demeanor made him even more appealing. Every time he looked at me, my heart beat a little faster. My interest in him grew with each passing moment. When he finished the repair, I offered him a coffee as a thank you, and he accepted. As we prepared the coffee, being so close to him stirred a feeling of excitement in me. It felt like more than just making coffee. It was something much more meaningful. The silent pull between us was growing. Looking at him, it became harder to hold back the emotions rising inside me. Alex's presence filled every corner of the house, surrounding me with a mixture of peace and excitement. When we sat down with our coffee, our eyes met for a brief moment. That look was more meaningful than words could express. There was an undeniable connection, something neither of us could ignore. With my heart beating fast, I didn't want to break the silence. In Alex's warm, steady gaze, I felt a pull I couldn't quite explain. Everything felt so natural, and I wanted to lose myself in this moment. Hiding my feelings was now impossible. As we sipped our coffee, the silence between us grew increasingly meaningful. It was as if time had stopped just for us. Alex held my gaze for a moment, then slowly reached for my hand. This small gesture created an unexpected warmth inside me. With the gentle touch of his fingers, a wave of sweet excitement spread through my heart. In that moment, the desire to be even closer to him grew stronger. This silent connection carried a depth beyond words. As we sipped our coffee, the silence between us grew increasingly meaningful. It was as if time had stopped just for us. Alex held my gaze for a moment, then slowly reached for my hand. This small gesture created an unexpected warmth inside me. With the gentle touch of his fingers, a wave of sweet excitement spread through my heart. In that moment, the desire to be even closer to him grew stronger. This silent connection carried a depth beyond words. Unable to resist the pull between us, he moved closer, and his lips softly brushed against mine. It was the sweetest, most genuine kiss I had ever felt. As my heart raced, all the emotions inside me were released. Time seemed to fade away, and I wished this moment could last forever. The warmth and trust in Alex's eyes made me feel like nothing mattered more. This moment we shared would leave an unforgettable mark on my life. After the kiss, there was an unspoken understanding between us, as if words would break the magic of the moment. Holding my hand gently and smiling at me, the peace and happiness inside me were beyond description. The bond between us was the strongest connection I'd felt in such a short time. We looked at each other in silence, letting everything unfold naturally. In Alex's presence, the rest of the world faded away, leaving only the desire to share this moment with him.